Yeah, everyone joined or still few people need to join?
So a few more need to join, sir.
Okay. George, are they joining or shall we start?
Sir, so we can start then, sir.
If anyone joins in the waiting room, just let me know. Then I will give them access.
Okay, sir, I will tell you, sir.
My screen, is it visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir.
So till here everything is clear. Till here everything is clear. And everyone, do you have any doubt?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Everyone, BOP third year. So far, any doubt? So for overall revision purpose, basically we tried to understand what are the functions of these two joints and how does it impacts the human function and what are the reasons for their distortions, either pathological factors or traumatic factors. So if due to the factors, if there is any issues, then majorly functions will be classified under two categories for any joint, mobility or stability. So if these two functions are compromised in the human living, if these two functions are compromised in the human living, then how it impacts, what could be the possible losses which human will be experiencing, what could be the possible psychological stresses, psychological factors which human will be experiencing. So far we understood what are the areas will be impacted due to these two joints involvement in our daily life. So this broadly if we categorize radial work, leisure and sleep. These are the broad categorization. Now what is the role of OT basically? What OT will be doing? Major aspect of the OT will be to identify and to remediate. What OT has to identify? The areas of problem because of this functional issue. What are the areas will be having issues and how it will be remediated? That will be the approaches, that will be our approaches and intervention plan. This is the way of remediation. So now we came to know, when we looked clearly, when we looked carefully, we came to know when we looked carefully, we came to know that basically the remediation means rehabilitative approach needs to come in effect. In addition to that, there was a lack of the range of motion, muscle strength, endurance, tolerance. So biomechanical approach also needs to be within effect. There were psychological aspects also associated. So CBT, MOHO also can be implemented successfully. So overall, general terms, what we understood, how to find out the areas of difficulty in the human living skills and human performance areas, and considering those areas of difficulty, how to come to the conclusion for the approaches and treatment procedures. Am I clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Everyone fast. 12 o'clock, you guys have
Yes,
class
sir.
also, another class. Yeah. So now we'll look for the rehabilitation. Let's see. Okay. So rehabilitation, there are so many team members also, correct? There are team members of rehabilitation, and joint replacement cannot be managed isolatedly. There has to be some other members also will be there. So what is the most effective things which team members will be having? So first, who will be the best team member in the rehabilitation team?
Physiotherapist, occupational therapy,
First best person. Who will be the best person?
it's a general physician,
He will be a PHY, physician. Physician, when they practice into the rehab, they are also known as the physiatrist. They are also known as the physiatrist. So basically, physician will letting us know the client status, patient status, medical status such as BP, etc. Okay, whether the person is fit for undergoing for the rehabilitation program or not. Whether person is fit for rehab program or not. Okay, that will be informed to therapist by physicians only. Am I clear, everyone? Then second person will be the nurse. Second person will be the nurse. She will be taking care of the physical care. She will be doing the physical care for the patient during the hospitalization. During hospitalization, she will also use some pillow strategies to alleviate the pain, pillow wedges, to alleviate the pain, for maintaining proper positioning, to reduce the to reduce basically edema. So nurse will be proactively working. Other than this, PT will be there, physiotherapist. So physiotherapist will basically evaluate and intervene. Evaluate and intervene for many factors such as musculoskeletal, sensation, range of motion, skin, pain, integrity of the skin, and other aspects also. For example, mobility. Okay, gait patterns and all also will be taken care by the physiotherapist. Other than this, nutritional therapist will be there. Nutritional therapist. Nutritional therapist will recommend the appropriate diet, which is based on the requirements of the body. Okay, everyone. Apart from this, pharma people will be there. So they will advise in the medical support. They will provide the drug treatment. Other than this, there will be a case coordinator. So case coordinator basically will be coordinating with everyone, coordinating with all team members and documenting the progress. Okay, everyone.
Okay, sir.
Now we come to our main topic. Time is 11:48. Now we come to our major topic, OT. What will be the role of it? If there is any total joint replacement is being done? So basically, what happens? There will be a lot of factors affecting ADL, functional skills will be affected, muscle strength, range of motion, psychological impact will be there. So OT will be initiating the therapy program. OT will also be being part of the rehab program, rehab team member. He will also initiate the intervention strategies. He will also formulate the intervention strategy, which will begin with evaluation only. Directly, it cannot be given like that. Okay, it will begin with evaluation, then planning of the intervention, and after that implementation of the intervention. After that implementation. Implementation of the treatment. Rehab program and the improvements in patient. Improvement in patient status. Okay, everyone. So this is how patient usually goes. Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Second year,
Yes,
are you there?
sir.
So basically, in the case of the hip replacement or knee replacement, joint replacement, usually 1 to 3 days it takes. 1 to 3 days it takes to get out of the bed after surgery. Okay, after surgery, usually after 3rd days, we can initiate. But anything goes before the intervention, it has to be given clean sheet by the physician. First, what we need? We need to get the clean sheet from the physician. That person is fit for the rehabilitation program and there is no other complication associated. Am I clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So, OT basically OT. Now, what OT will be doing? First thing, what will be doing OT? First thing, what OT will be doing? First, he will gather the information. First thing, gather of the information. Once information is gathered, he will be going through the occupational profile of the patient. Occupational profile of the patient. Like what was actually the person doing, what is his typical occupations, and how he will be facing the difficulties. Once this is done, then client history as part of the evaluation itself. ADL, IADL, performance context, performance context. Performance context, what do you mean by the performance context word? DOT 3rd year, what do you mean by the performance context word?
So the patient is able to perform the activities or not. Mainly, you will be seeing the joint mobility, range of motion, strength, and all.
No, my dear. Emphasize the word context and performance. These two words are there. Performance means person capability, functional abilities, and context means culture, society. Okay. So now we have to see the performance context. So in which area performance context is a person is performing. So basically in home person is performing. So we can say home. Okay, performance context means person is skilled to execute this function in the home environment. I think it's not legible and write little. Performance context stands for ability of a person to perform his functions in home environment. Apart from home environment, where the person works. Social support in society. What are the support available for the person? So social environment. Then job also it comes into the same place itself. Fine, everyone. So considering all this, finally the therapist will come to the goal. Finally, therapist will come to the goal formation. Where it will come? Where it will come?
So goal.
Finally, what therapist will be doing? After all this, therapist will come to conclusion for the goal formation. Right, everyone? So what are the major goals which OT will be formulating? So whenever occupational therapist works on such conditions, so ultimate goal will be first maximize the performance. What will be the ultimate goal? Maximizing the performance. Maximize the performance. Where? In daily occupations. So where therapist will be maximizing the performance of an individual? In daily occupation. Repeat, everyone. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This will be the ultimate goal. Correct. This will be the ultimate goal. Maximizing the performance in daily occupation of an individual. But when he is maximizing, definitely he has to take some things into the consideration before proceeding ahead. So what are these things will be the considerable when he proceed ahead, when he plans or he is going to forward, take the maximization of the performance in daily occupation. What are the things he has to take care? First thing, he has to take care of the precautions. Okay, what are the precautions needs to be taken? What are the precautions needs to be taken so that patient should not increase his stress, patient should not increase the pain, further repetitive injury chances can be avoided. So these are the precautions which therapist will be using to achieve his goal, which is the maximizing the performance in daily occupation. Am I clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Apart from this, safety education will be the important aspect because clients with the hip replacement or knee replacement, they need to be educated on safety standards because the life before the joint replacement and life after joint replacement is different. We need to have some restrictions, we need to have some do's and don'ts. So that comes under the safety education. So therapist will be also teaching and training them on the safety aspect of the joint and his body itself, his or her body itself. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, everyone. So these two are the major important goals which a therapist will be facilitating. The important thing is maximizing the performance, and the next thing is the safety education. Am I clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now I think 12 o'clock you guys are having class.
Yes, sir. OT in psychiatry.
Okay. Now the next part, which is the intervention strategy, beginning of the OT role itself, we will be doing tomorrow. Okay. So far what we have understood,
Okay, sir.
can anyone so far what we have understood, can anyone conclude?
Yes,
Anyone
sir.
would like to conclude? Yes, please.
Sir, so today's our topic was hip and knee replacement. So if we see the main functions of the hip and knee replacement, knee is actually the mobility and also stability. So if the mobility gets affected, then the functions will be getting impaired, like functional abilities or limitation. Then the strength will be can decrease endurance, decrease range of motion, then reduce or reaction time and the flexibility. And because of that, the person will become dependent. And because of that, the person is getting dependent, so he can have issues in the psychological, like depression or low self-esteem or decreased confidence, or withdrawing from certain situation or condition, or decreased participation. And in the functional and also this can also affect the functional abilities like the ADL can get affected, then work, leisure, sleep. So they will be they will be having difficulties in the physical component as well as in the psychological component. And if the stability get affects, then the person will be having problem in the slow movement in the daily work. And as our OT role, like our overall objectives will be like identifying the areas of problem such as ADL, work, leisure, sleep, social acceptance and functional abilities, and the remediation, like how it will be remediated by approaches. So what are the approaches we can use here? Like rehabilitative approach, biomechanical approach, CBT and MOHO. Then we'll be coming to the rehabilitation part. So in the rehabilitation part, various team members will be including, like, the physician or psychiatrist, then the nurse, they'll be doing the physical care, and they can use, pillow and wedges to reduce the pain and also edema. Then physiotherapists, they'll be evaluate and they'll intervene, like strength, gait, muscle tone, and so on. Then nutritional therapist, they will be maintaining the appropriate diet based on the requirements in the body. And then pharmacologist as well as case coordinator, who will be coordinating with all the members and also documenting the progression of patient. Then as our OT role, we will be begin with the evaluation. Then we'll be doing the planning of intervention. Then we'll be doing the implementation of the intervention, and then monitor the and improvement of the patient status. And the patient can get out of bed from within 1 to 3 days after having surgery. And so far, then before starting the rehab program, we have to get clean sheet from the physician. And then also OT will be will be gathered the information about the patient, and then we'll be going for the occupational profile, where we will be seeing the client history about his ADL, IADL, performance, context, and so on. Performance means that is a person's capability, and context is the society, or the job, society, and so on. Then we'll be concluding the goal. So the first goal will be like maximizing the performance in the daily occupations of the individual. And to maximize the performance, we have to consider, for the consideration of to proceed, we have to see the precautions. Precautions needs to be taken, so the patient should not increase the stress or pain or any other kind of repetitive injury. And then we'll be seeing the safety issues, because the conditions like before and after the surgery, will be totally different. So we have to teach the safety education to the patient. Sir, this was the today's things.
Right, very good, Subrata, very good.
Yes,
And
welcome.
the goal basically that will not be goal. That will be the overall goal of an occupational therapist to focus that he has to maximize his performance in the daily operations and safety. Okay, everyone. So I'll take your leave. Remaining portion will complete in tomorrow class. Okay, everyone.
Okay.
Bye. Take
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
welcome. Thank you.